Can you believe it? The crew is reunited once again. High five. Francis Maxwell, Rick Strom, and Kevin Bloody Egan is joining us. Hello.
Blast from the past.
Wow, look at this guy.
God.
He's in the spaceship, ladies and gentlemen, on his way to Mars. Kevin Egan.
Oh my God, the light that worked perfect. It looks like he was getting beamed up right now.
Kevin, where are you?
I'm in the studio, beIN Sports. How are you, gents? I've missed you two.
I know, it's been a long time. It's been too long.
My
hair's only got better. I know that's exactly what you were going to say.
Francis, when it comes to your hair game, when it comes to your fashion, I'm just in awe every time I see you, man.
Jeez.
What a legend.
Man, what a Wednesday for this guy, huh? How about it?
Wet Wednesday.
What about?
I said wet Wednesday, but that's
well, that was dirty. Let's keep it PG, shall we, gentlemen? All right, Josef Martinez. I have shown many people the call. Kevin Egan was on the call, had a phenomenal goal call for this guy, tying the MLS record. He is going to probably break it against Orlando City SC, and that's going to be on Friday. You have covered Josef Martinez personally because you have worked for Atlanta United for some years. What could you tell us about Josef Martinez that separates him from the rest of the bunch in Major League Soccer, Kev?
Yeah, away from soccer, his personality is everything that separates him, I think, because he's just polarizing, imperious character that strikes you arrogant. Garza from Atlanta United put it best on our pregame show on Fox Sports South over the weekend when he said he's a guy and people see the shark teeth, but deep down he's got those bare paws. You know, he's a underneath it all, but he loves to build that character, and in the same way that Zlatan Ibrahimovic has embraced on to Los Angeles, where you guys are. So he's a phenomenal goal scorer. He's someone who played as a second striker and out wide for both Venezuela and for Torino before he joined Atlanta United. And Tata and the staff at Atlanta, like Carlos Bocanegra, simply saw something different in him and said he can lead the line, he can be our main guy. And he would have broken the record last year, only for the fact that he got injured for a few months. And now he's going and he's hit 27 for the season so far. And like you said, he'll break it this weekend. He's got 9 games to go and do it. So impressive. I love his character. I love everything about him. The fact that he doesn't celebrate, he doesn't want to give the fan thing. He says, I don't want to put the food on the plates of the fans. So he simply stands there and does this. Because in the bad, they'll criticize and they'll hammer him. So he doesn't want to celebrate with them during the good times.
Kev, I want to ask you about, we've talked about this in the past, about the MLS, and we've both, I think, agreed in the same vein that when you bring in all these players who are kind of on the tail end of their career, it almost gives off this falsified image about what the MLS could be. And I've watched it kind of from a distance the last few years, but I've seen it grow and the intensity and the excitement around the game really starting to pick up pace. And I think that, correct me if I'm wrong, it's with players like this that are almost homegrown in a way. I know he's from Venezuela, and I know that, but he's came into the MLS and he's made his name in the MLS. He isn't coming from Europe. He isn't coming in like Zlatan with all this baggage. How important is it, do you think, that you continue along that trend and produce players that can even go elsewhere if they wanted to, but nonetheless make their name in the MLS?
Great question. And I think partly to do with Major League Soccer accepting the fact that it's okay to be a selling league. It's okay to bring Miguel Almiron for $9 million and sell him on for $35 million like they may go and do. Josef Martinez as well, even though he'd played in Europe. But the key to this, guys, is Tata Martino, the first ever real rock coach into Major League Soccer. In the past, Ruud Gullit's come in. It's more of a fan thing. A bit of a laugh, to be honest. Ruud Gullit was never an outstanding coach. Tata was with both Argentina. He had a reasonable spell at Barcelona. And a guy who's coached Lionel Messi comes into Major League Soccer. All of a sudden, then the recruiting power, and you're able to call up a Miguel Almiron. And Tata used to manage Paraguay. Miguel Almiron said, "You've got to call off El Tata," and he instantly had to win Atlanta United. You're telling me that a Ben Olsen at DC, or you go through the list, even someone like a Brian Schmetzer at Seattle Sounders, they don't have that same power to call players in South America and bring them through. So a lot has to do with the fact that Arthur Blank, the owner of Atlanta United, has splashed the cash and was willing to spend on a coach like most other MLS teams haven't done. And I think the trend that should continue with them.
Yeah, much like he can build Home Depot, he could certainly build a soccer team, at least in America. Do you hate seeing this face? Check out the TYT Podcast Network. Go to tyt.com/audio to check out more.